The students who shall be speaking at the graduation ceremony were selected based on their leadership position, which they attained through neutral criteria to deliver messages of the students' own choices. The content of and any views expressed during each student speaker's message is solely and entirely the private expression of the individual student and does not reflect the endorsement, sponsorship, position, or expression of the district.
Hello, I'm John Kraft. As superintendent, I want to personally welcome you to the 2024 Northside Independent School District graduation ceremonies. This year, more than 7,000 students will graduate from our high schools. It is a momentous occasion for them, but also for their families, friends, teachers, and administrators. Our graduates did not reach this day alone. As each senior crosses the stage and receives his or her diploma, I know you will watch with great pride and enthusiasm. Through the years, they have relied on encouragement, love, and support from everyone here today. I'm so proud of all of our graduates. On behalf of the Northside ISD family, we wish them the best of luck as they begin the next chapter in their journey. We also congratulate them on their significant achievements. I hope you all enjoy this very special day.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Victoria Nicole Schneider. I am the senior class president. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remain quiet for the presentation of the colors by the John Jay High School JROTC and the playing of the national anthem by the John Jay School Mariachi Jalisco and signed by the John Jay High School American Sign Language students.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reclaim the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to the 55th commencement ceremony of John Jay High School and the 24th commencement ceremony of the Jay Science and Engineering Academy, class of 2024. It is also my pleasure to introduce our distinguished guest, the Superintendent of the Northside Independent School District, Dr. John Kraft. The members of the Northside Independent School District Board of Trustees, Board President, Mr. Robert Blunt, Jr. Board Vice President, Ms. Corinne Saldana. Board Secretary, Mr. David Salcido. Trustee, Ms. Karen Freeman. Deputy Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Janice Jordan. Our principal, Ms. Teresa Cuellar Hernandez. Our Science and Engineering Academy principal, Ms. Crystal Mitchell. I would now like to introduce the John Jay Valedictorian, Monserrat Calvillo.
Buenos días, señoras y señores, y los estudiantes de la clase 2024. Es un honor estar aquí ante todos ustedes. I would like to start off by thanking a few individuals in my life. First, my brother David Jr., who I've looked up to since I can remember. His resilience has taught me that you never stop reaching your goals. My best friend, Naila, who has been such a great support in my life. Lastly, my parents, David and Evelyn Calvillo. Without them, I wouldn't be standing in front of you all today. They saw me struggle and cry, but they never left my side. Being a part of cheer and mariachi have been the greatest opportunities during high school. They have taught me to be strong and humble, no matter the obstacles that come with it. The people I have met in these extracurriculars are so important to me that they feel like family. I can say that this class of 2024 has made an enormous impact on our community at John Jay. We have all accomplished more than we expected to, and I hope the legacy that we started continues after we leave the dome. Many of us have waited for this day, and it has finally arrived. The friendships we found in high schools are relationships we can take with us for the rest of our lives. Never take them for granted, because you will never get these memories back. As Dr. Seuss once said, sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Now help me welcome the International Thespian Honor Society President, who has the opportunity to speak at a city council meeting in support of theaters in our schools and is a proud member of the district's Fine Art Leadership Academy, our John Jay Valedictorian, Sofia Rubio.
Thank you, Monse. Senior class of 2024, what an adventure the past 4 years have been, and what an honor it is to be on this stage representing John Jay High School. I want to first thank the people in my life that have helped me stand in front of you today. To my teachers, thank you for believing in me and guiding my education. I would not be here without you, and this graduation is as much your victory as it is mine. To my siblings and my mother, when you ask what I did today, I can tell you I conquered the world. My sister believed in the saying, "It takes a village," and she made sure to create hers long before she passed. When I suddenly lost her, my world seemed to freeze in place. Thankfully, the people she turned into family now look after me. They became the D&D village for Diana and Danny, bound together and forever connected by the love and light of the two most beautiful souls. To my D&D fam, thank you for becoming my village and helping me make Diana proud. Each and every one of the students walking the stage today have worked hard for their education. We have faced unimaginable challenges and have been pushed to the brink of insanity over and over again. Through sleepless nights and endless assignments, we have finally reached the light at the end of the tunnel. From this day forward, we make our own decisions and create our own path. In the words of Dr. Seuss, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. While we might not know exactly where life will take us, I know the journey will be beautiful if we let it. So senior class of 2024, be bold, be brave, and be proud. We did it. I will now pass the microphone over to our honorable and outstanding John Jay Science and Engineering Academy Valedictorian, Xavier Zabel.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, honored guests, proud parents, and my fellow graduates. Today marks the end of a long and winding path that we, as students, have been walking on for 12 long years. Even through all the highs and lows that school has thrown at us, we have managed to cross the finish line. But now that this path that everyone has routinely walked for a majority of their life has ended, we all have to pick a new and unknown path for the first time in our lives. We get to choose the path we follow. Whether you choose to further your education, enter the workforce, join the military, or go down a completely separate and unique path, it will be all completely new. I implore everybody to embrace this unknown environment we're all about to enter instead of running away from it. Change might be uncomfortable at first, but once everyone adapts to the unknown, I believe that each and every one of us will be able to thrive more than ever. I believe everyone has been given the tools and support necessary from the adults in our lives to be able to succeed not only in our childhood, but also in the path of life ahead of us. I would like to thank my parents for giving me the best support I could ever ask for and teaching me the values needed to succeed. I would like to thank my friends for continuously putting a smile on my face and my teachers for always giving their all and to teach me in a welcoming environment. And now I'm honored to introduce the man who pushed me to greater academic heights and the first person I could call a friend in high school. He was an ISEF finalist, a Silver Eagle, and had an internship with both Boeing and Southwest Research Institute. Please join me in welcoming my cherished friend and your John Jay Science and Engineering Academy valedictorian, Victor Moran.
Thank you, X. All right, all right, all right. Hello, everyone. It is truly an honor to be before you today. Know that I would not be here without the relentless support of my family, teachers, friends, God, and enough caffeine to kill a small horse. I stand before you to ask, are you alive? I mean, obviously, you're breathing and thinking, but are you living? Do you let this blessing called life slip through the grasp of your fingers, or are you holding on to every moment like it could be your last? As we level up into this new era of our lives, take risk, pursue new experiences, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. It could be as simple as adorning a banana costume, making chicken and waffles during finals, or learning the basics of drums and violin. However, you will fail. That's not a matter of if, that's a matter of when. But don't be discouraged. Failure is a necessary part of the process, and I can testify that fact, be it on-ramps chemistry test, exploding science fair projects, or dozens upon dozens of brick three-pointers. Failure is the seed necessary for the fruits of our labor. Without failure, we wouldn't be able to accomplish anything worthwhile. Through this persevering spirit, we've already accomplished the unprecedented. Nearly every sport, soccer, football, basketball, has made it to playoffs. This year, we had a student place best in physics at the state science fair out of thousands of competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, our present is bright, but the future is a hell of a lot brighter. I am exhilarated to see what we do with this potential. So whether you're staying stateside, flying in North Dakota, or traveling the world, remember to be present. Remember to be patient and kind. And remember that when adversity strikes, which it will, you just got to keep on living, man. L-I-V-I-N. I love you guys. Thank you.
The Board of Trustees and the administration of Northside wish to recognize superior academic achievement with the presentation of the Most Special Award. This award is being presented to 4 students who indeed represent the ideal academic standards the Northside Independent School District strives for in its quest for excellence.
We are honored to bestow these awards to the John Jay Salutatorian, Montserrat Calvillo, the Science and Engineering Academy Salutatorian, Xavier Joseph Sable, the John Jay Valedictorian, Sophia Guadalupe Rubio, and the Science and Engineering Academy Valedictorian, Victor R.W. Moran. Xavier Joseph Zabel, will you please come forward? Board member, Trustee Bobby Blunt will present this award. Xavier graduates with a 102.6949 grade point average. He will be attending Texas A&M University at College Station and intends to pursue a degree in aerospace engineering. Please help me recognize Xavier's parents, Larry and Amy Zabel. Will you please stand and be recognized? Victor R.W. Moran, will you please come forward? Board member trustee Karen Freeman will present this award. Victor graduates with a 102.7069 grade point average. He will be attending University of Texas at Austin and intends to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering. Please help me recognize Victor's parents, Veronica Venegas, Victor D. Moran, and Mila Moran. Will you please stand and be recognized?
Montserrat Calvillo, will you please come forward? Board member trustee Corinne Saldana will present this award. Montserrat graduates with a 100.3393 grade point average. She will be attending Our Lady of the Lake University Honors College and intends to pursue a degree in speech language pathology. Please help me recognize Montserrat's parents, David and Evelyn Calvillo. Will you please stand and be recognized? Sofia Guadalupe Rubio, will you please come forward? Board member trustee David Salcido will present this award. Sofia graduates with a 100.6538 grade point average. She will be attending St. Philip's College and intends to pursue a degree in business and stage management. Please help me recognize Sofia's mother, Laura Rubio. Will you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations to Sofia Guadalupe Rubio, Montserrat Calvillo, Xavier Joseph Zabel, Victor R.W. Moran, and their parents. Class of 2024. Let me rephrase that. The remarkable class of 2024. On behalf of Principal Mitchell and I, it has been a privilege and a joy to witness your accomplishments. The class of 2024 received a total of $15,898,147 in scholarships. Throughout your journey, you have exemplified resilience, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Your achievement stands as a testament to your determination and drive. And today we celebrate not only your academic accomplishments, but also the character and integrity who have shaped you into the remarkable individuals you are. As we bid farewell to this chapter of your lives, remember that you are not alone. We are all part of one team, one vision, united under the banner, the Mustangs. Together, we have shared triumphs and tribulations, laughter and tears. And as you venture forth into the world, know that your John Jay High School and your John Jay Science and Engineering Academy family will always be here to support you in every step of the way. You will always have a home at 7611. Dr. Kraft, you have heard the accomplishments of this class. Principal Mitchell and I are pleased to recommend to you the students among the class of 2024 who have met the graduation requirements of the Northside Independent School District and the Texas Education Agency as graduates of John Jay High School and John Jay Science and Engineering Academy.
Thank you, Ms. Cuellar and Ms. Mitchell. Good morning, and welcome to this exciting event which recognizes and honors the culmination of hard work, determination, and achievement by the students standing before us. To the members of our audience, we thank you for the contributions that you have made to the success of these graduates. As we know, a quality education can't happen without the partnership between the student, the family, and the school. Graduates, I know your parents, grandparents, friends, teachers, and loved ones in this building have not only supported you, but have made such a tremendous impact on your education, which you will forever cherish. Graduates, we hope that your experience in Northside ISD has been a positive one, and you deserve to enjoy this important milestone and sacred ceremony with all those here to celebrate with you. With that, on the recommendations of the administration and staff of the John Jay High School and the Science and Engineering Academy, and by the authority and power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Northside Independent School District and the state of Texas, I hereby confer upon these candidates who have met all graduation requirements the Northside Independent School District High School Diploma, and hereby declare them graduates class of 2024. Congratulations, graduates. Please come forward for the recipients of our diplomas and awards. We are so very proud of you.
Receiving the Presidential Excellence Scholarship at Our Lady of the Lake University, Montserrat Calvillo. Receiving the Theater and Dance Scholarship at Northern Michigan University, Sofia Guadalupe Rubio. Receiving the 2024 Baumberger Scholarship from the Baumberger Endowment Trustees, Victor R.W. Moran. Receiving the President's Achievement Scholarship from Texas A&M University, Xavier Joseph Zabel. Receiving the Distinguished Presidential Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Deborah Obadiah. Receiving the Presidential Election Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Kevin Escobar. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Farron Micah Francis Puukawenai Noah Canyon. Connor Jake Saldana. Receiving the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Naila Villagomez. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Miranda Elizabeth Anguiano. Obianuju Maureen Ugachuku. Receiving the Academic Excellence Award at the University of Texas at San Antonio, Ana Karen Lira. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship at St. Mary's University, Annabelle Elise Rodriguez. Receiving the Match Scholarship from Questbridge, Matthew Alexander Katzman. Receiving the Valero Alamo Bowl Scholarship, Jillian Elise Martinez. Anthony Christopher Garcia. Receiving the Trustee Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Annabelle Jane Ball. Receiving the Schuyler Ogonokia Memorial Manufacturing Scholarship from the Alamo Academy, Cisco Jamel Rodriguez. Receiving the President's Achievement Scholarship from Texas A&M University, Elizabeth Ann Krause. Receiving the Allenberg Memorial Scholarship from the ACE Mentorship Program, Mark Hollis Green. Alexandra Alora Ayala. Anthony Alton Coach. Blake Anthony Grant. Dorian David Reina Gomez. Gael Humberto Ramos. Evan James Recitar. Damian Aaron Vela. Receiving the Achievement Award from the University of the Incarnate Word, Ashley Ray Adame. Dylan John Adame. Justin Sean Aguirre. Jaime Carlos Albarrán. Eutychus Alcantara. Kyle Edward Alf. Ivany Almanza Garcia. Jade Gabriela Alonso. Fabian Anthony Alvarado. Adriana Alexis Alvarez. Receiving the Distinguished Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Angel Alvarez. Jacob J. Arizola. Anthony Arroyo Quiñones. Receiving the Santa Maria Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Meadow Justine Ayala. Alyssa Nicole Baez. Nina Marie Balderas. Receiving an athletic scholarship from the University of Texas at El Paso, Elijah Darnell Baldwin. Receiving the Distinguished Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Timothy Aaron Baldwin, Jr. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Cecilia Barbosa. Receiving the Dean's Merit Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Heaven Leanne Barrera. Nathan Renee Barron. Chevelle Cora Benavides. Wilfredo Benavides, Jr. Regina Guadalupe Bermea de la Cruz. David Bernal, Jr. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jonathan Alonso Bernal, Jr. Julián Eduardo Bernal. Shivam Manish Kumar Bhakta. Roger Luis Blanco, Jr. Jason Woodard Bobadilla. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Angelina Jolie Bocanegra. Receiving the Merit Scholarship from St. John's University, Devin Quincy Bolton. Dexiel Jacob Brioni Perez. Domingo Antonio Briceño. Keira Lauren Buenrostro. Eliazar Burgos, Jr. Receiving the Excellence in Education Scholarship from Illinois College, Josiah Jaden Campa. Luis Fernando Caracum Hernández. Michael Jarius Cardenas. Mike Anthony Cardenas III. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Janae Angelita Carlisle. Jose Roberto Careno Cueto. Brianna Sky Carrillo. Receiving the Presidential Excellence Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Serenity Lynn Carrillo. Enlisting in the U.S. Marine Corps, Michael Lee Casares, Jr. Serenity Casas Ramirez. David Castillo. Faith Nicole Castillo. Juan Arturo Castillo. Elias Alexander Castoreno. Emiliano Castro. Liliana Elizabeth Castro. Lorenzo Alfonso Cervantes. Abigail Nicole Chavez. Alex Chavez Jr. Amy Chavez. Jamie Chavez. Nayeli Alyssa Cisneros. Receiving the Dean's Merit Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Sage Luisa Arocha Constancio. Receiving the Distinguished Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Dalen Anthony Converse. Amber Rose Coronado. Jesus Homero Corral. Kareni Sarai Cortez. Jamie Cristo. Receiving the Achievement Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Cheyenne Isabel Cruz. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Kaylee Blanche Davila. Daniel de la Cruz. Angie Daniela de la Rosa Hernández. Ryan Hernández de los Santos. Moisés Jonathan del Cid Paz. Aiden Christopher Dooley. James Anthony P. Devine. Angelica Lisbeth Diaz. Faith Renee Leanne Dixon. Jasmine Nadine Duarte. Ariana Duque. Dalton Arlen Eastburn. Diana Paola Effer. Daniela Angelica Escamilla. Daniela Espinosa. Juan Manuel Espinosa, Jr. Clarissa Denise Esquivel. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Serenity Michelle Esquivel. Adriana Michelle Estrada Mancia. Ryan Fass. Jason Alexander Fernandez. Isaac Flores. Thomas Matthew Flores. Zoe L.P. Jelena Flores. Albert Franco. Receiving the Distinguished Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jamie Gallegos. Desiderio Gallegos Perez. Haley Auralia Gomez. Receiving the Santa Maria Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Cecilia Garcia. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Celeste Brianne Garcia. Clementina de Los Angeles Garcia. Gabriel Madrid Garcia. Gavin Paul Garcia. Jonathan Robert Garcia. Stephen Edward Garcia, Jr. Taylor Garcia. Heaven Angel Cruz Garibay. Emmanuel Alexander Garza. Receiving the Academic Scholarship from Houston Christian University, Nathaniel Ryan Garza. Oscar Anthony Garza. Receiving the Santa Maria Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Kimora and Janae Gilbert. Brianda Godina. Bethany Ariana Gomez. Gabriela Lee Gomez. Trinity Ana Gomez. Isabella Julissa Gonzalez. Receiving the Moye Heritage Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Jose Santos Gonzalez. Lulani Tatiana Gonzalez. Olivia Lynn Gonzalez. Alondra Soani Gonzalez Dubon. Faith Irene Gonzalez. Jeremy Angel Gonzalez. Edward Timothy Gonzalez Anahonac. David Gonzalez Salazar. Dylan James Gordon. Florina Gu. Ángel Francisco Guerra. Receiving the Moye Heritage Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Juan Carlos Guerrero, Jr. Christopher Angel Guevara, Jr. Mario Luis Antonio Guillen IV. Caitlin Emily Gutierrez. Leilani Michelle Gutierrez. Mateo Gutierrez. Receiving the Rodney Lee Buenteo Scholarship from the Rodney Lee Buenteo Award Committee, Sabrina Renee Gutierrez. Receiving the Santa Maria Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Sebastian Lee Gutierrez. Receiving the Dean's Merit Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Brianna Ellen Harper. Deanna Bree Harville. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Ariana Lisette Hernandez. Receiving the Dean's Merit Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Azrina Amaya Hernandez. Brianna Jeanette Hernandez. Destiny Marie Hernandez. Receiving the Dean's Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Elizabeth Nicole Hernandez. Eric Isaac Hernandez. Gabriel Jose Hernandez. Receiving the Dean's Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jasmine Lorraine Hernandez. Juan Hernandez, Jr. Receiving the Dean's Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Juliet Melody Hernandez. Receiving the Holt Cat Scholarship from the Alamo Academies, Melanie Yvette Hernandez. Nathaniel Sepulveda Hernandez. Samantha Leia Hernandez. Receiving the Achievement Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Isa Yamilet Herrera. Receiving the Achievement Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Evan Angel Herrera. Receiving the Academic Excellence Scholarship from Texas A&M Kingsville, Leandrew Holland III. Jake Porter Howland. John Matthew Hoyt. Joshua Huerta. Sincere Promise Jean Jackson. Aiden Alexander Kepford. Receiving the Achievement Award from the University of the Incarnate Word, Mohammed Anayatullah Khan. Stefanik Kimpinde. Receiving the Dean's Merit Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Nicole Kia Kitchens. Heaven Noara Leos. Johnny Richard Indio Lerma. Arturo Zuniga Lesa. René Sebastián Limón. Adam Alexander Lira. Emmanuel Lira. Isabella Noel Lomas. Receiving the Achievement Scholarship from Newmont College of Computer Science, Gabriel Lawrence Longoria. Genesis Michaela Lopez. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Gloria Maria Lopez. Enlisted in the United States Army, Paris Rose Lopez. Enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps, Sebastian Alexander Lopez. Toby Trinidad Lopez. John Anthony Lozoya. Jaden Josh Lugo. Receiving the Dean's Merit Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Priscilla Luna. Jose Daniel Macias. Juan Pablo Macias Hernandez. Jacob Scott Mahan. Jose Armando Maldonado. Receiving the Achievement Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Elizabeth Therese Liston Mandolado. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Alexa Nevea Martel. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Daniel Durye Abney. Brandon Lee Agüeros. Receiving the Bordeaux Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Liliana Belen Aguilera. Receiving the Dean's Merit Scholarship from Our Lady of the Lake University, Emmanuel Aguirre. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jose Luis Aguirre. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Andrea Victoria Allers Chaparro. Crystalline Aria Amador. Julissa Arenas. Receiving Best in Category Academic Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Luna Alessis Barraza. Receiving the Regents Scholarship from Texas A&M University, Oliver Sebastian Bengal. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Jordan Bermudez. Receiving the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Alexis Christina Bowles. Receiving the Women of Excellence Award from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Kylie Capelas Rosario. James Alexander Aguillon Carvajal. Receiving the Dean Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Ryan Isaiah Casares. Receiving the Distinguished Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Daryl Andrew Castillejo. Ari Zane Castillo. Receiving the NMSI Scholarship, Ella Grace Catrin Villarreal. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Rosalind Leah Diaz de Leon. Receiving the UTSA Admission Scholarship from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Chester Dale Easton IV. Uchechukwu Echozo. Ezequiel Ezra Elizalde. Rebecca Carmen Elizondo. Caleb Andrew Estrada. Abraham Sadek Galal. Receiving the Distinguished Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Araceli Medrano Garcia. Receiving the MABA Scholarship from the Mexican American Bar Association of San Antonio, Joseph Michael Garcia. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Carlos Cecilio Garnica. Ariel Juniper Garza. Attending the University of Texas, Caleb Samuel Garza. Noah Xavier Garza. Receiving Best in Category Academic Scholarship, St. Mary's University, Zachary Xavier Gomez. Receiving the Bordeaux Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Lily Marie Gonzalez. Tristan Robert Gonzalez. Receiving the Madeline Scholarship from St. Mary's University, Devin Michael Grandel. Appointment into the United States Naval Academy, Devin Ashton Guller. Receiving the Provost Scholarship from the University of the Incarnate Word, Daniela Isabel H. Gutierrez. Appointment into the United States Naval Academy, Jackson Payne Gutierrez. Jacob Anthony Herman. Logan Xavier Herrera. Elena Gabrielle Jamie. Receiving the Regent Scholarship Top 10% from Texas A&M University San Antonio, Jose Alejandro Jimenez. Receiving the 2024 Baumberger Scholarship from the Baumberger Endowment of Trustees, Andrew Scott Kalonner. Receiving National Honors Award from St. Mary's of Maryland, Anna Christine Casper. David Itzkuntli Dochley Levitt. Roman John Lopez.
Nicholas Alexander Mares. Joshua Isaiah Martinez. Matthew Joseph Mata. Receiving Moy Heritage Scholarship, Our Lady of the University, Brandon Lee Matamoros. Receiving Provost Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, Kylie Doreen Kieko McKinney. Receiving Skylar Ognokia Memorial Manufacturing Scholarship, Alamo Academies, Aiden Scott Mendiola. Receiving Distinguished Presidential Scholarship, University of Texas at San Antonio, Jasha Andrina Merchan Carrasco. Crucito Mesa. Receiving Provost Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, Fiana Andrea Minter. Marcus Henry Morales. Naima Ann Muhammad. Receiving Presidential Excellence Scholarship, Our Lady of the Lake University, Colin James Murray. Receiving Dean's Merit Scholarship, Our Lady of the Lake University, Precious Chukwufumnanya Obianaju Okolie. Receiving Dean's Merit Scholarship, Our Lady Lake University, Isabel Grace Pay. Receiving Dean's Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, Veronica Paola Perez. Receiving Honors College Scholarship, University of Texas at San Antonio, Avery James Poliski. Receiving Ted Sturm Aerospace Scholarship, Alamo Academies, Reese Allen Pritchard. Receiving Greyhound Athletic Scholarship, Eastern New Mexico University, Diego Luis Quiroz. Receiving Presidential Scholarship, University of North Dakota, Reagan Christian Raitt. Receiving Presidential Scholarship, St. Mary's University, Delamu Elias Augustus Reeves. Haley Michelle Reyes. Josiah Matthew Rodriguez. Receiving Presidential Excellence Scholarship, Our Lady of the Lake University, Nicholas Tate Rodriguez. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Raylene Rianne Rodriguez. Receiving Dean's Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, Destiny Darlene Sanchez. Jasmine Elizabeth Sanchez. Receiving Provost Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, Mark Anthony Serafin II. Chase Philip Sherburne. Alexander Silva. Kevin Istok Silva. Receiving 2024 Baumberger Scholarship, the Baumberger Endowment Trustees, Benicio Flores Suarez. Amneris Nicole Hernandez Ucab. Chibuzo Anthony Divine Ugu. Isaac James Valerio. Receiving Presidential Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, Ria Angelica Agoria Valayo. Receiving Moy Heritage Scholarship, Our Lady of Lake University, Aiden James Vitale. Receiving Santa Maria Scholarship, St. Mary's University, Sean Quinn Hanlon. Aliyah Marie Martinez. Alan D'Alessandro Martinez. Receiving Moy Heritage Scholarship, Our Lady of Lake University, Dominic Joe Martinez. Receiving Presidential Excellence Scholarship, Our Lady of Lake University, Janelle Jade Martinez. Jonathan Stephen Martinez. Raymond Joseph Martinez. Receiving Achievement Scholarship, Our Lady of Lake University, Samuel Eli Martinez. Hilberto Baldomar Martínez Valero. Aiden Jeremy Martinez Medrano. Scarlett Rain Martha McLean. Diamond Marie McCumber. Kimberly Aid Medina. Luis Angel Mejia. Isabella Gabrielle Mayo. Joe Anthony Menchaca Garcia. Receiving Moy Heritage Scholarship, Our Lady of Lake University, Isis Jesse Mendoza. Rose Marie Mendoza. Joseph Joe Martin Hernandez. Harry Walter Del Angel Mendoza Oliva. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant Haley Ann Mills. Olivia J. Molina. Receiving Achievement Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, Mariana Aneth Montejano. Celeste Ann Montoya. Joe Gilbert Mora. Diego Lorenzo Rey Moreno. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant Mario Nathaniel Moreno. Ariana Ariel Muruya. Receiving Athletic Scholarship, Williams College, Jack Nico Mota. Receiving Athletic Scholarship, Grinnell College, Zach Rigo Mota. Leonardo Mota Martinez. Receiving Dean Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, David Lee Edmond Narvaez, Jr. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Lisette Santos Neri. Angel Nieto. Enlisting into the United States Army, Joshua Nieto. Receiving Madeline Scholarship, St. Mary's University, Lorena Navaya Nieto. Leonardo Rodrigo Nieto. Receiving Presidential Excellence Scholarship, Our Lady of the Lake University, Giselle Nieves. Belicia Ernestine Nino. Jonathan Andrew Nino. Deborah Dawn Olivares. Jasmine Mendoza. Marlon Alejandro Olivares. Juan Francisco Olivares. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant Stephanie Ornalas. Priscilla Dianata Orozco. Habran Ortiz. Jasmine Jade Ortiz. Valeria Ortiz Valadez. Lisandra Irene Ortiz Prieto. Aiden Albert Palomo. Ana Laura Palos. Receiving Dean's Scholarship, University of the Cardinal Word, Angelina Irene Para. Benjamin Centino Partida. Receiving Distinguished Scholar Award, University of Colorado Denver, Asia Simone Patterson. Adrian Perez. Jose Alejandro Perez. Omar Perez Jr. Ruben Jr. Perez III. Roy Anthony Pina. Receiving Moy Heritage Scholarship, Our Lady Lake University, Eduardo Prado. Jada Olivia Pritchett. Jonathan Puente. Ariana Nicole Ramirez. Carolina Jolene Ramirez. Electra Alexis Ramirez. Emmanuel Ramirez. Natalia Ramirez. Isabel Evangelina Ramon. Emily Elizabeth Rangel. Receiving Moy Heritage Scholarship, Our Lady of the Lake University, Larissa Rendon. Receiving Provost Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, Ariana Renee Reyes. Emerald Isabel Reyes. Xavier Samuel Reyes. Frank Charles Reyes. Receiving Provost Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, Joshua Nathaniel Reyes. Receiving University Scholarship, Hardin Simmons University, Dallas Haley Riley. Asalia Margaret Riojas. Jessica Alexandra Riojas. Andres Rios. Jamae Rios. Randy Roy Rios Jr. Samantha Nikki Rios. Certified Clinical Medical Assistant Perla Isel Rios Chavez. Lee Jacob Rich. Micah Jelani Roberts. Joseph Robledo Jr. Abigail Rodriguez. Alina Mary Rodriguez. Alexander Rene Rodriguez. Angela Abigail Rodriguez. Receiving Dean's Merit Scholarship, Our Lady of the Lake University, Cesar Ernesto Rodriguez. Jose Fernando Rodriguez. Jose Julian Rodriguez IV. Jose Ricardo Rodriguez. Jocelyn Guadalupe Rodriguez. Lane Xander Rodriguez. Linda Corina Rodriguez. Reina Desiree Rodriguez. Victoria Cristina Rodriguez. Brian Rodriguez, Jamaica. Roseli Rojas Figueroa. Sureya de la Luz Romero. Jacob Zachariah Ruelas. Christian Angel Pulido. Enlisted in the United States Air Force, Robert Anthony Sines, Jr. Receiving Escoffier Crone Spectacular Contest Scholarship, Augusta Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, Destiny Marie Salas. Francisco Salazar. Fernando Cesar Saldaña. Joshua Samudia Jr. Angelica Sanchez. Chloe Evany Sanchez. Receiving in-state tuition scholarship, University of New Mexico, Dylan Marshall Sanchez. Leonor Sanchez. Naum Lael Sanchez. Enrique Sanchez Vasquez. Amy Sylvia Sanchez Alvarado. Leonard Luis Santos, Jr. Receiving Bordeaux Scholarship, St. Mary's University, Priscilla Leanne Santos. Jeremiah Salcedo. John Joseph D. Scribner. Tristan Daniel Serrano. Darian LaShawn Shelton. Espore Shukuru. Enrique Silas Jr. Elijah Albert Simpson. Adriana Ruby Solis Salcedo. Alondra Yulis Solis Salcedo. Receiving the Valley High Optimist Club Scholarship, Alexander Lestat Spates. Enlisted into United States Army, Cristina Suchil Antonio. Jamani Amali Taylor. Reagan Nathan Thayes. Receiving Bordeaux Scholarship, St. Mary's University, Mia Scarlett Toledo Luna. Receiving Distinguished Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word, Celeste Catalina Torres. Cruz Torres. Ivan Torres. Matthew Ronnie Trevino. Enlisted into United States Marine Corps, Sebastian Coronado Urbina. Receiving Women's Bowling Scholarship, McKendree University, Alexa Jordan Valadez. Isaiah Jaime Valencia Hernandez. Raquel Reina Vaquera. Receiving Escoffier Crown Spectacular Contest Scholarship, Augusta Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, Leslie Varela. Adriana Rose Vasquez. Angel Jose Vasquez. Ariel Nicole Vela. Receiving Bordeaux Scholarship, St. Mary's University, Vanessa Love Venco Trevino. Andrea Tiaja Washington. DeAndre Antonio Williams. Jose Luis Yanez. Angel Demetrius Zenko. Anthony Matthews Zorarai. Michael Lestat Ruiz. Receiving Moy Heritage Scholarship, Our Lady Lake University, Mia Isabel Zapeda. Adrian Alexander Guerra. Zachary Ryan Zertuche. And your 2024 Senior Class President, Victoria Nicole Schneider.
Please stand for the alma mater.
To thee, our alma mater, we sanctify thy name. Our cherished hopes and dreams unfold forever as thy fame. We lift our voice, thy praise we sing, thy standards we glorify. We are ever loyal, faithful, and true to thee, our John J. Hart. John J. Hart.
Seniors, are you ready? Seniors of 2023, graduates of 2024,